Kurva Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Bhaktaya Namo Namo. So, this is a small video about 5 elements. So we can discuss how everything in this world is controlled by 5 elements. Yes, all world philosophies, they are familiar with 5 elements, be it East, West, Western, or ancient Vedic philosophy. It's always breaking down into 5 elements. All the yoga, mysticism, esoteric arts, occult, everyone is talking about it. So we quickly look one very interesting aspect about 5 elements that is not really discussed in general view. So here it is, 5 elements, 5 elements. So the idea of 5 elements, if you haven't studied it yet, is first one comes space, so it's just like a dot. Then the second one comes air, so it becomes 2 dots, 2 points. Third one is fire, so it becomes a triangle. Fourth one is water, so it becomes 4 corners, so number 4. And also in ancient world, this is considered to be like a pool, a place you can take a bath, water tank in a way. And the 5th element is the element of earth. So we got the pentacle, So the idea of 5 elements is the first one, the space, is the single one, so it's just like a room. You got a space, you got a universe, you got an empty space. Now in that empty space comes air. Air is linked to the sense of touch. Space is linked to the sound and hearing. So air is linked to the sense of touch, and fire, next one, is linked to the vision, and also a fire element in general, everywhere where you see it. Electricity, sun, flame, all of it. And next one, water. So it's all the water element is linked to this taste. And all the waters and everything that is liquid in this world, And last one, earth. It is when all these 4 elements are in complete, In the earth element, everything is there. Water is there, fire is there, air is there, space is there. But in the space element, in a way, there is no earth, Although it expands from one to another, but you can see in the air there is no earth, but in the earth there is air, In the water there is air, but in the air there is no water unless it's mixed. So in the pure form they are like this, and then they are linked to the 5 senses, which is the skin and the eyes, the nose, the taste, and the hearing. That's how we perceive this world. So now this is common knowledge. This one everyone knows, and this is not so esoteric if you've been studying yoga, meditation, or occult world. Now, what is not discussed and what is very, very confidential is the psychological aspect of 5 elements and how 5 elements are linked to relationships. If you understand how 5 elements are linked to relationship, you understand this entire world in essence. Believe it or not, it's that simple. So all you got to remember, 5 relationships, and everything in this world, everything what you see outside, when you go out in your environment or at home, wherever you are, whatever you see, any kind of movie, any kind of planet, whatever you can imagine in this world is linked to those 5 relationships. So what are those 5 relationships? First one is called Shanta in Sanskrit. So that means impersonal. It means only a vision. It means only a person. It doesn't do anything in that relationship except witnessing. It's something like watching TV, watching screen, watching YouTube, something like this. You have a relationship with these people, and just you witness whatever you see there, but there's no like a service or there's no activity related to these people. Now when that intensifies, next one comes dasya. This is called servitorship. Dasya, servant. So everything, most of the relationships in this world based on a dasya. What does it mean? Everyone goes to work, working. There's a boss, there's a servant. Even president himself, for example, he works for the people. So everyone has the dasya relationship. Everyone serves someone. Yeah, some level or another, the dasya rules it. So it's either direct dasya, or it is mixed with the other ones. Yeah. So as it intensifies, it becomes next one sakya. Sakya means friendship. Friendship means equal levels. So as before, dasya means there is like a boss who's higher and a servant who's lower. Now dasya is equal levels. So friendship is the dynamic where a person's interaction is one-to-one, same level. No one is higher or lower. Yeah. So very popular, very much needed to be sane in this world. So friendship, and it is disappearing, especially in the Western world. Believe it or not. We'll come to this point later on. Why is it disappearing, and why is so strong in a Eastern, especially in the Middle East, especially in India? Friendship rules strongly. You look, Middle Eastern people, they have groups of people, 10, 20 people hanging out together. What used to be also in the West, but now you never see more than 2 to 3 people together. So it's disappearing slowly. Our culture is becoming more and more impersonal. So next one, Vatsalya, means relationship in family. Vatsalya means parentship, parental affection, really. So looking after someone. It's either your child, or it can be anything, anyone. It can be even like pets people have, yeah. But looking after a pet, looking after a child, looking after even, there is unlimited. It can be mixed, can be sakya and vatsalya, can be friend that you're looking after. Like this, yeah. So the last one is madhurya. Madhurya is romantic relationship. Yeah, it's the highest one. That's what everyone wants, and that's the pivot of this world. That's what everyone is going after, and that's what is make this world go around, if you will, yeah. And that's why it's represented by pentacle. Pentacle is a symbol of Venus. So Venus rules them all, but especially it rules the madhurya. So if you understand this, you cannot find one relationship in this world that is not linked to those 5. And if you understand that structure, then you pretty much understand how things work in this world. Yeah. Now you can quickly say, oh, wait a minute, there is a lot of spiritual practitioners who don't have any of these relationships. They only have a relationship with God. How about that? So yeah, good point, good argument, and that's exactly what is happening also in the spiritual dimension. Spiritual relationships are also there. Most of the people, all the Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, most of the occult world and yogic meditations are all in that first one, the dot, the space, impersonal. They want to merge with the light, or they just want to see the God. There is not much more to it. They just want to go to heaven and that's it. Or merge with light and become enlightened and that's it. There is like a kind of witnessing on the activity. There is no interaction or relationship with God. So now, where the Vedic philosophy becomes very special is that in Vedic philosophy, you can have relationship with God in all those 5 forms, and dasya means you'll become servant of God. Yeah, like monks in a temple, but also in the spiritual world you have direct interaction with God, like internal relationship. And then there is another one, comes sakya, vatsalya, madhurya. This is more confidential, but ultimately you can have romantic relationship also with God. And it's like internal one that is gonna be explained more in another video. So that's in essence 5 elements and relationships. Jai Radha.